Hello children, I will continue the lesson, the gifts of nature. Very interesting lesson, like a small lesson and but easy lesson. It is very easy and small also. So we had to save our gifts of nature that was given by God. So here, from here I am going to continue the lesson. The most of us, the ocean is an endless expanse of water where there are countless fishes, but today we are making the ocean dirty by throwing tons and tons of refuse into the rivers and ocean. This is known as water pollution. That's we don't know, everywhere we will do whenever you go for trip and all. So there you will be having your snacks item there, and after eating the snacks, what will you do? The extra rubbish things and all you are going to throw there itself. Instead of putting in the dustbin, just what we are going to do, just we'll throw it on the seashore, and this will be take over by the sea water. They will be mixed up with the oceans and making the oceans dirty. Tons and tons of refuse we are throwing, rivers and water, and that's causing water pollution. Huge ships sometimes sink in the bad weather and oil spreads over the surface of the ocean. So this also happen sometimes because of some technical issues or climatical conditions and all. Unfortunately, huge ship, like best example we can say Titanic ship, know how it has sunk inside the water, causing water pollution. So that oil and all, it spreads over the surface of ocean water, sea water, and making the water pollution, thus preventing fishes and water creatures from breathing. So the creatures which are there inside the water, inside the ocean or seas, so they are going to die. They are not able to take the breath because of that spoiled water or polluted water. So we have to be careful if we wish to preserve the waters, the fishes and sea creatures. So we have to we need to be careful about in order to save the water. We have to save it, protect it, preserve that water. We should not pollute that water. If you pollute it, what is going to happen? The fishes or the sea creatures, whatever there inside the water, inside the ocean water, they will be losing their lives. That's what happened. So we have to aware of this water pollution. We should not pollute the water. If you ever go for a picnic on the banks of a river, be careful not to throw your waste paper and tins and bottles into the river. That's what, that is common thing. So many times you might have gone on trips. So what will you do? That's what I told. So after having your snacks, you should not throw any dust in the water, river water. So throw it only in the dustbins. So avoid washing dirty dishes in the river. Dirty dishes, after eating the food, the dirty dishes will be there to wash the dishes with the river water and throwing all the rubbish things inside the river. So that is not the good thing. Help to keep the river water clean and usable. So we have to keep safe. We should not pollute the river water. So then about the trees. Trees are said to be green gold. Underline this statement. Trees are said to be green gold. They are so valuable to us that we cannot live without them. It is necessary to cut down trees in order to build our houses and for furniture. Here green gold. Trees are said to be green gold because that much gold is so valuable, right? Valuable metal. So costly metal. So in the same way, trees are very costly, very valuable, but so valuable to us. We cannot live without them. Yes, it is quite natural. So without trees, we are unable to live. We are not able to continue our life without these trees. Every moment we need it. So it is necessary to cut down trees in order to build our houses. So the first use of trees is we have to cut down in order to get the house, and next one furniture. But we should also plant more and more. Underline this. What we have to do? We have to plant, after cutting down the trees, again we have to plant some more trees, more and more trees. Why? See here, to maintain ecological balance. Underline this statement. To maintain the ecological balance, so we have to maintain the trees. So what it means, ecological balance means what? If you cut down the trees, again if you are not able to plant the new tree, then we are not going to see the plants again, and slowly the atmosphere will get polluted. Only we will be developing, the animals will be growing, after some time even they will be vanished because of lacking of trees. This is seldom done. Yes, it is going to happen. We should help by planting saplings. Saplings means small plants in the parks and along the roadsides also. So on the roadsides and in the parks, so we have to plant the trees. We should see to it that cattle do not destroy the young plants, and also not only just simply plant the plants, but after planting the plants we have to take care of the plants. We should see whether these, we should watch it, we should observe whether the outside the cows or buffaloes, there will be cattle and all, they will be roaming there, so they should not trample these plants. We have to take care of the plants. If you go out on a trek, remember to be very careful when you light the campfire. The fire must be put out before you leave the camp to avoid accidental forest fires. Okay, if you go out on a trek means mountain climbing. If you go there, mountain climbing on there, so or forest there, at that time, so definitely they will be having the campfire. Campfire means all the small sticks and all you will take, and you will get the fire. You will make the fire, because when you go outside you will not have the tube lights or the LED lights. You have to get the campfire. There only you will collect small sticks and a fire stick, and you will put the fire with match box, and for a while you will have the lightning. So after completing your trip, definitely you have to put out that, we have to stop that fire, put out that one before leaving the camp. Don't forget, if you leave that campfire burning like that only, what will happen? Suddenly it may become more and more, and the entire forest or the mountain area may be burnt off. It may happen, right? So that is the reason we have to put out the lights, put out the campfire when you are leaving the camp or when you are leaving the trip. We all admire flowers in a garden, right? All like the flowers, and we should appreciate the flowers. We should praise the flowers that are there in the garden. A well-kept lawn is a joy to behold in a city. A nursery of flowers is such a lovely sight that it makes us feel we should plant one in our home. So we love the flowers. When you go to that flower area, so we have to take care of that flower. And also nursery of flowers means some areas they will be arranging the flowers. So they will be taking care of the flowers. Okay, here nursery of flowers means it is like a place where only flowers will be there along with the small plants. So they will be taking care of the flowers. As how in the zoo will maintain the animals and will be taking care of the animals, right? So in the same way, plants and flowers will be kept in certain areas. Especially you might have seen while you are traveling from one place to other place, outskirts, there will be some lawns will be there, some spacious place, and they will be covering with the green color sheets. That place is called nursery, where the plants, small flowers will be taken care of. If you want some flowers, ask the gardener. Gardener will be there. If you want some flowers, just ask him, he will give you. Don't go and try to pluck the flowers unnecessarily. After that, you will just stamp it out. So he will tell you which flowers are ready for picking. The flowers which are matured flowers, which are ready to pick, so those flowers will be picked up by. Be careful not to step on the flower beds, and remember not to take your pet animals to the park. So while you are going to the park, so be careful. You should not take any pet animals like your rabbits or dogs or cats. Don't take those animals to the park. What they will do? They will just spoil the park. They'll just run over the flowers or the small plants. They'll be damaging. That's why don't take your pets while you are going to park. Parks are for human beings, not for your pet animals. Got it? So you know that bees and butterflies help to carry, underline this, help to carry pollen of flowers from one place to another place. In science you might have heard about this, no? Bees, butterflies, what they will do? They'll carry the pollen grains and will be there in the flowers, no? So they will take that one and they will carry to the other flowers, one place to another place. Unlike most insects, they have an important function. In nature, the insects, they have an important function. In nature, therefore, do not catch butterfly or destroy the hives. Okay, you should not catch the butterfly, because these butterflies and insects, they are helping in the expansion of production of the plants. The plants production will be expanded by these butterflies and insects. They are helping the plants to grow in different places, because they have the ability to carry the pollen grains of the flowers. The pollen grains are nothing but those small seeds, just like a seed. So if they have fallen on particular place, the plants may grow. Not for all plants, but some plants. That is the reason we should not catch the butterfly, because the butterflies are helping plants to grow in different ways. So that's why don't destroy the hives of the bees. Hives of the bees means I can say hives means the place where the bees will be resting, and also they will put the honey. They will suck the honey from the flowers. After that, they will take that honey to their hives, where it will become big hive, and that's what, from there only we are going to get the large amount of honey. That's why we call them as honeybees. So nature's beauty is for all of us to admire and enjoy. Underline this. Nature's beauty is just we have to admire and we have to enjoy. So admire means we have to appreciate Allah, how beauty it is. Like that we have to appreciate it, and we have to enjoy the beauty of nature, not to destroy the nature's beauty. The moon, the stars, mountains and seas are great source of beauty and inspiration to us. So we must learn to appreciate this beauty and marvel at the wonderful handiwork of God. So last line, so just we have to admire it, we should inspire and we should enjoy that. Say beauty, the moon, the stars, mountains, seas are there, no? So we have to enjoy that beauty and we should appreciate how good, what is the handiwork of God. This God has created all these things. We have to appreciate His work, how beautifully, how marvelous it is. Like that, we should just appreciate that. We should learn that appreciation, how to appreciate the beauty, nature's beauty created by God, wonderful God. He created entire creation, He created just with His word. So we have to appreciate it, not to destroy the beauty of the nature that was created by God. So today itself, take a decision that today onwards you are going to save our nature. Not to pluck the flowers, not to destroy the plants. All these things just remember. So if you go to the park, we have to remember not to take the pet animals along with you, and we should not catch the butterflies or bees. So because they are helping to carry the pollen grains of pollen of flowers from one place to another place. That is the reason we should not carry butterfly. We should not catch butterflies. And one more thing, we have to admire the flowers, not to pluck the flowers when you go to park. And also one more thing, when you go on trek at that time, don't forget to put out the campfire. And how to save the greenery? So if you pluck one plant, if you have cut down one plant, you have to plant more and plants, so that you can maintain the ecological balance, because trees are said to be green gold. And when you go for picnic on the river side, so we should not, remember that we should not throw our dust inside the water, waste into the waste papers or any tins after drinking Coca-Cola or any what is that, fruities and all. So you should not, chips packets, so you'll be eating, no, after that don't throw all these rubbish things inside the water. And even near seashore also we have to be careful. And animals also we need to take care of that. That's what the lesson, gifts of nature. Hope you understood.